We did.
Hello? You still echoing?
All right, now you're good.
Okay.
Good.
All right. Good morning. This is the morning show with Dr. Butterfly. H2O and Dr. Butterfly, the relationship specialist. Oh, I'm looking crazy today, y'all, because I took my hair down. If y'all know me for real, you know I do hair, and I still just love playing with my hair like a little Barbie doll. But even though it's my real hair, my real head, I'll be playing around like it's a baby doll head or something. I steady be messing with it, doing different things to it.
All right. All right. Hey, good morning, everybody. We are here today with another beautiful day that God has blessed us with. Thank you, Lord. Today, we're going to get into some relationship stuff. First, foremost, what we're going to do is we're going to let's talk about what's going on tomorrow. We have our Houston two-step.
Oh yeah, we didn't even did we advertise yesterday? We gotta make sure we advertise.
We have Houston two-step going on tomorrow. And everybody come. Whoever's everybody come out and support Darren and Tamika. We have them tomorrow. Let's see.
You're on the show, please, so
Right.
we got enough devices up, so.
So yeah, we have Darren Tamika tomorrow. July 31st through August 2nd, we have our Houston pre-lounge. We're having people coming in, buying tickets a lot. So hey, come on in, get your ticket before it's too late. Just make sure you come here, be here. Make sure you get your room. Make sure you go ahead and get your room. I think they extended the date to July 3rd. After July 3rd, you will not be able to go through the code we have provided. So you might have to go through a third-party code to get your room if you need to do that. This is going to be a party, y'all. This is going to be a big party. It's going to be a competition also where you get with chance for people to win some money. And if they want to go to Chicago to do the Chicago world's largest, they will have the opportunity also. This is definitely going to be your opportunity to show what you have. We're going to have food. We're going to have drinks. Man, we're going to have line dancing. We're going to have a day party. We're going to have that meet and greet party. Come on out and join us. We'd love to have you. And I would like to say thank you in advance for participating with us. We really do appreciate you and we really do love you. Thank you all.
Talk about the theme.
Friday night, the theme is, and we have some workshops. We're adding some workshops. We already have 3. We're trying to get. I'm trying to get another one added. And I have two.
Who are the people?
Two male instructors, which is Snoop and Chot. We also have Trina Allura, and we're trying to add another female, just to give you females some female instructions as well from another fabulous dancer, and I will have details of that shortly. And this is one of the most popular female dancers. Trust me, you females will love her. Trust me.
The dress theme.
On the theme? Yeah, okay. So what the theme will be Friday night. Come dressed like you're on a red carpet premiere, like you're in Hollywood walking out a red carpet premiere. I will wear this to red carpet. Whatever that is for you.
Yesterday you said that Friday was the Rep Your City, but
no, that's the day party on Saturday. The day party on Saturday.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Right. That is going to be a Rep Your City party. The day Saturday party.
Okay.
Collective Rep Your City. Wear your city shirt.
With Grace Holding and Brandon.
Grace Holding and Brandon. Yes, that is going to be the Stepping Collections party. Then the line dance party, you can wear the same shirt, Rep Your City, as the line dance party as well. Then that night, there is your second opportunity. Just like the Hollywood parties. You have 2 days. Wear your second best outfit, or your second best on that Friday, and then wear your best on that Saturday. Be a lot of picture taking, a lot of stuff going on. Ambiance will be beautiful, fabulous. Be a great ambiance and everything else. So make sure you come out and enjoy the festivities. Thank you, everybody that's joined our live. I really appreciate you. I'm going to see if it will pick up and show me who's on the live that's joining us today. Because this show is not a show without the most important people, and that is you. And thank you all for joining us. Now, maybe what would you like? Well, what's on your mind this morning?
Same old, just like I said with African. I mean, you doing too many things.
Well, no, I'm sorry. This
We got 4 computers up.
Okay.
We got enough going on.
All right. Cool.
But
this way that I'll see our viewers, see who's online with us.
put this on my lap. So yeah, come out Wednesday. We will be Houston two-stepping with Darren and Tamika. Come out and join us. Other than that, for me, did you get in touch with Grace this morning? We wanted to put Grace on the show this morning, but we want to put her on there really when we're more organized.
Right.
Because right now it doesn't. I thought Herman said we were gonna be more organized today.
Well, I am. I'm better than I was yesterday. That's.
Oh, okay. But it don't feel like it. We are. So.
There, but we're better than we were yesterday.
Okay, but
Good morning, Donna.
hey, competitors can still pay 50% for your ticket. Because, you know, the way I see it is y'all are bringing the show. Y'all are everybody's bringing the show, but the competitors are the highlight of the night. So you come bring us a show, and in return, we're giving you half off your tickets. And that's for a limited time. So go ahead and get your tickets as soon as you can. Competitors.
Make sure you sign up.
Competitors. We don't want y'all coming at the last minute like people saying. Or they're going to let you know what they're going to, coming in at the last minute. At least let us know you coming. You can let everybody else know last minute. We're not putting you out there advertising you or nothing like that unless you want us to. But now if you want us to advertise you, we will. You know that. But we're not just advertising you without your permission. So you can let us know you coming, even if you don't let anybody else know you coming to compete. But so let's see what I have as far as when it comes down to my relationship stuff. So what I've been noticing in the African American community in general is that there's just too much negativity in these relationships, man. And so, so I have kind of changed a little bit the way I've been doing things into just kind of like a positive, helping to improve positivity in relationships. So that's kind of been my focus recently, is improving positivity in relationships. So the first one that I gave, the welcome home hug. Okay, the second one was here I got them all. I'm putting them all in the format, and I'm actually even putting them all in a case study. Hold on. So the first one was the welcome home hug. The second one was making a request instead of a complaint. Hold on. I'm trying to pull my stuff up. Let's see. Hold on. The third one was, what was the third one, Herman? Do you remember yesterday?
I do not remember.
So look, I got it right here. So the third one is turning towards instead of away. I don't even know if we did that yesterday. We were supposed to practice that yesterday.
What is that?
Turning towards. You don't know what it is? Turning towards instead of turning away. It could be that you make a bid for connection. A bid for connection, and this is heavily studied. A bid for connection is that, say for instance, you talking to somebody, if you catch your partner talking to you, you put your phone away for a second. That would be turning towards. If you see your partner getting groceries out the car, you would go help. That would be turning towards. If you like when you see me, like I talked about the garden, when you see me go out to the garden, you come out to the garden too. And without your phone. I mean, with your phone, you're still turning towards. But if you put your phone down, it's even better. Turning towards. You anything that you can do to turn towards your partner. Literally, eye contact, holding hands. All these are turning towards activities that you use to turn towards your partner. So we call it bids for connection. So I'm trying to connect with you. You know, because a lot of people will complain a lot about not connecting. When people don't connect enough with you, it feels like they really don't love you to some people, and it could feel like they really don't even like you. I had somebody like that yesterday. I mean, do you even like me anymore? You know? So do you know if we had any bids for connection yesterday? If we didn't, then we got to do that today because we didn't do it yesterday.
Yesterday because we weren't walking.
Yeah, that is a bid for connection.
Yeah,
a morning walk.
We have multiple connections every day.
Right.
We go walking. We do a lot with each other every day. So yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I mean, man, yeah. So we do a lot. We are around each other a whole lot too.
Right.
Some people couldn't be around each other that much. It's almost like COVID.
Yeah, it is.
So I understand sometimes when you were like, you know, man. So yeah.
So and I put a thing out there the other day. I said the woman said on this show, we was watching that show in Virginia, and the woman said that if the woman was not chosen, then the show said that if you were not chosen by the man, and it would leave you single and vulnerable. And I put this on Facebook. And that was just part of the show. But I feel like it was downgrading women and building up a mindset that a woman has to have a man. I personally enjoy having a husband. This is what I wrote on Facebook. But having a man does not mean that you are safe. And single does not mean that you are vulnerable. You could be better off. I mean, because just like I had a lady yesterday, I mean, she was just trying to tell her person that she doesn't feel, like he turned towards her pretty much. Like he is available. Like he you want to talk to everybody else, but you don't feel like talking to me,
Right.
When it come down, just like I'll say sometimes, I'll say, I don't feel like talking because I just got off of work and I don't feel like arguing. But she's like, but you feel like talking to everybody else, but you don't feel like talking to me. So just because you're in a relationship don't mean that you are safe or that you feel safe.
All right, baby, let me speak to some of the people, if you don't mind.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, good morning, Donna Star again. Good morning, Kenyon. Hey, brother, we got your partner. What's up, Grace? Lala, what's up, girl? Hey, come on out and compete with us. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to the live. All right, so y'all need to listen to some of this my woman is telling y'all, because I promise, man, she got me straight. She got me straight. Without her, I was talking to my therapist not too long ago, and my therapist was like, she said, last year, we've been together over a year, so praise the Lord. I ain't with praise. When I talked to her brother was like, she's very complicated.
What?
Her brother Frank said.
She said, Lala said she can't hear us and our live is not allowing people to comment. Let me see.
Grace said, hey.
Oh, but she said she can't hear us. My
Grace
volume
Holden gave us.
Is my volume on?
Congrats. Okay, so Grace can hear us. Grace is hearing us.
Let me see. Let me turn my phone on. Let me see.
But I can just come off mute on one of these devices. Hold on. Which one is on your device? This one's on your device. Let me come off. You just hearing us. Yeah. So,
turn my phone on.
Hey Lala, something's going on with your device.
Good morning, Lala. Good morning, Kenyon. Good morning, Grace. Good morning, Donna. So yeah, like I could hear us on my phone.
Right.
But so anyway, go ahead, Herman.
So I was
My
saying,
brother, yeah, my brother said I was. Which one brother is this? I got
Frank said that she
Frank is the one
is
that's the
complicated.
Frank is the
And
bossiest person
and
we
then I
know.
remember we was in what was it? Wichita with your brother. We was up in Wichita, and I didn't get you a waffle or something. I got you a pancake. He said, "Brother, you gotta get the doctor what she wanted, man. You gotta get the doctor what she wanted, man. You know, I told you she's complicated." And then you had a little attitude, but you ate what I got.
But he said he will tell you that if anybody can stay with him, boy, they strong.
He said, "You know, my sister's very complicated, man.
Man, I'm easy going.
That's what she wants. She asked for a waffle. You should just got a waffle."
I do want what I want now. That is true. If I ask for something specific, I want that specific thing. I don't want something else.
He made sure that I knew, like, he was like, "Man, you trying to be in a fight, brother."
Yeah, well, I do want what I want. I mean, ain't you like that too? You want what you want?
I'm like, okay. So then he called me every once in a while, check up on us. Like, then he calls every once in a while. Hey, how my sister doing? You know, how y'all doing? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Well, because we all really try to stay close. Me and my siblings, we try to stay close.
Yeah, Frank, he cares about a whole tribe. He's the oldest, and I'm sure he does all his other siblings, people like that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
He cares about the whole tribe.
Once our mama passed, we were just like, well, our mama gone, so we got to take care of each other. That's it. So now who gonna step up to the plate? That's kind of how we handled that. That's what I be telling other people when their parents die, like, now y'all got to take care of each other, because at the end of the day, there's no time promised to anybody. So the fourth lesson is the daily reducing conversation. And I think this is really important. The daily stress reducing conversation is that you do need to be able to have a difficult conversation in a relationship, but you should not be having a difficult conversation all the time.
Right,
I'm just saying, because people will start to avoid you. If you know you're coming home to a difficult conversation all the time, you're not even going to want to come home.
It takes a long way home.
Right. So it's okay to have difficult conversations, and you need to be able to have difficult conversations, but you should not be having a difficult conversation daily. So here it is. The lesson 4 is the daily stress reducing conversation. Let's see. Emotional support. How can I support you? How can I support you today? Is there anything that you need is there any way I can support you today? That's one way to come at the daily stress reducing conversation. And I will put this on my Facebook. Surely, if you begin to practice these different techniques, and it don't have to just be in an intimate partner relationship, it could be with family. And in fact, if you're not in an intimate partner relationship, you should be practicing these skills so that when you get in one, it will be a natural habit. Mm-hmm. So you can practice it with family. You can practice it with your kids. You can practice it with your grown kids. You can practice it with your grandkids. You can practice it at work. This is just relationships, period. We're more focused on intimate partner relationships, but these are just relationship building skills with whoever you're dealing with.
Right.
So this daily stress reducing conversation is where we are today. And this sounds something like, how can I support you today? Is there something that I could do? Is there something that I like to add is there something that we could be doing better? Rather than, is there something that I'm doing wrong? Let me know if I'm doing something wrong. Yep. Man, that's already negative connotation.
We can help section now and later.
Yeah, whatever. No, nobody want to hear, is there something that I'm doing wrong? No, let's say, look, there's something that I'm doing, and nobody wants to hear that. Is there something that I'm doing wrong? I mean, that's already negative. You could say, is there something that we could do better?
Oh man.
Learning how to turn something into a positive.
Right.
And then people might be like with that, well, don't just try to act like relationships are all positive. Yeah, but relationships don't need to be all negative either. Or mostly negative. Relationships should be mostly positive.
It works for me. I'll just read his comments.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you say about that? What does a daily stress reducing conversation sound like for you, you think?
Oh man. So with you, honey, it takes us like a special skill set. Sometimes I gotta depend on what kind of mood you're in. Like it depends how I gotta come to you. So daily stress reducing conversation to me is yesterday you came and gave me a kiss a couple times. And gave me a hug. I was tired because I didn't really get any sleep over the last 2 weekends. So I was resting this weekend. So yeah. So as far as the conversation, I don't we talk all day long. Shit.
But how do you think that you create a stress reducing conversation? Just any ideas you have on that?
Just by saying yes. Mm-hmm.
That's what my kids said. They said, do people know how not to argue? You ain't got to argue with your parents. Just say yes. Okay, mama. Okay, mama. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Because you don't debate until you can see this damn thing of a brown coffee table. We're gonna debate until somebody just give up. Shit, I'm like, okay, yeah, but
who actually debates in this relationship? Who be hollering?
I'll be holler, but you be the baby. You're debating.
I probably leave it alone.
Like yesterday, you started something, and I started hollering. You said, I don't want to argue. Like,
yeah,
you just started
the argument.
Like you just started to argue. Like, okay, baby, you're right. You start the argument, and I start, and you said, I don't want to argue. I'm like,
I wasn't arguing. I was telling you something.
You call it telling you something.
I noticed a lot of y'all black men can't hear that.
You call it telling me. But I was like, so I start, y'all did start yelling, and then you said, I don't want to argue. And I'm like, what? I thought you wanted to argue because you came across, and y'all was like, okay, you're right. You're just like, let me lower my voice. Let me not. So, let me not fuss.
Okay. So anyway, another one is, hold on, that I can add is learning how to listen without fixing. That's a really big one. Like learning to listen without fixing. I was just teaching, with one of my clients yesterday, we were talking about, a lot of people who stressed out, a lot of their reasons for being stressed out is because they cannot have a conversation without trying to fix. So every time they get in a conversation with someone, a lot of times they'll end up getting overstimulated because they don't know how to have a conversation without offering some kind of solution to a problem. And you don't have to do that.
Right.
You don't have to, just because somebody's telling you something, you don't have to fix it. So what do you say about that? Because that's usually a lot of problems that women be having with men is that, they tell them something and they're just telling them something and they don't want them to fix it. But men are natural fixers.
Yeah, because some of us men grew up being fixers. Like, when I say fixers, some of us grew up being fixers. Like, damn, that's the only time. Like, I'm a protector, and me being a protector, I had to slow down from my protectiveness. When it came to come to you, like, for instance, like the other day at the place, somebody asked for your key. And like, why do you need my wife's key to a car? And you said they're putting something in there, put your clothes, some baby clothes in there, whatever. And I was like, my first reaction was to become a protector and be like, what the heck? So I was like, oh, here's a key.
Sorry, go ahead. Grace said something on here. Do you guys want to do our July Day party? Are you in town on the northwest side though? I don't know what she was meaning by that. But go ahead.
Oh no, the July.
Oh, it's Saturday.
It's this Saturday.
We'll see. We'll talk to Grace about that in a minute.
Okay.
So Kenneth said men are conditioned to fix things. Yes.
Right.
Is that true, Sherman? That's what you're talking about? We don't get off.
That's my name.
Oh, okay.
You call me Sherman.
Herman.
Yeah.
Oh, I probably did. Ain't no telling. But that's what Kenneth Williams said. But sometimes the stress.
Some men, a lot of men are conditioned to fix things because we've been a protector, especially if you grew up in a single family household with your mother, and you were the oldest or the only boy from your mom, and you were the protector. So being a protector, so I'm sure you are a protector since you think that way. You're probably was a protector growing up in your home, protecting your mom or your household. So some men don't think that way.
I never thought about that, especially if you were maybe your mom was a single mom and you were the oldest child, that you would really be like that, huh?
So chime in, Ken. What do you think? Were you the protector in your home, or is it something that you just gathered over time over fatherhood, like fathering your children? Sometimes you can father your children and grow into that, but most of the time you're the protector coming up. That's normally how it normally is. You're a protector coming up in your home.
Yeah. If you have a daddy, he might be teaching you how to be protective. You think?
Well, a lot of times, like if you have a father in your home, your father is a protector, and you can learn by watching him. So when you do have your own family, you can get that ability to become the protector. But normally, it's like this is what you have in your home.
Right. And so, but in a relationship, sometimes it's stress reducing when you just listen without fixing. Because sometimes when you try to fix, you just irritating the person.
Right.
Because you keep offering they tell you something, you say, well, I think you should do this. You become solution based when they just want you to listen. So you see how that could be irritating to some people? Like if they just trying to tell you something, but you try to fix it. Well, why don't you do this?
Yeah, and I did that with my cousin. She'll call me and be like, but sometimes I believe my cousin called me deliberately to tell me something.
To get you going.
To get me to try to fix something, and then, we in a bargain about some stuff.
You and your cousin is funny. She tell you something she know you gonna disagree with. And then y'all be on there.
Hey, Janet, how are you doing?
Yeah, I ain't seen you in forever, Janet.
K9. K.A. Perry.
Hey, K.A. Perry.
Hey, Janet, are you still coming to compete? Hit me up. We got some more competitors. We got somebody that you may better dance with, that you might want to dance with. Kenneth, I learned to listen sometimes. Sometimes all she needs is an ear. Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more.
Good morning, Mary Williams. Yeah, because sometimes if you
that's dead on.
Yes, because sometimes you start an argument. Like when the person come to tell you, they just come to talk to you, and then you try to fix it. Next thing you know, y'all arguing.
Shoot. And then so I offered for something for my cousin. She called me. She was like, she had a whole idea of what I was gonna do. I was like, hold on, so we got into it. I love because
and he be trying to rescue. So don't try to rescue. When somebody is just talking to you, sometimes learn how not to try to rescue the situation.
All right, this is who is this?
This is an important topic right here. Because
this is Africa Fozzie Williams. Good morning, Dr. Shanette. I didn't know you had a show. Good to see you.
Thank you. Good morning. I look crazy this morning because I took my hair down yesterday. If y'all know me, y'all know I do hair. And so I watch videos and then I'll be wanting to play with my hair. So I'll take my hair down a lot of times, like once a week, and want to change it to another
now,
style.
Yesterday, what day was this? This was Sunday night. So from Friday to Saturday, her daughter was getting her hair done for 20 hours.
For real.
No lie. This girl took 20 hours to get the same hairdo she get, and she do her hair. I don't know how long it takes her. She just be doing it all through. So
So her daughter came home. We went out of town Friday. We went to Virginia. So her daughter had to go without having her hair done all the way. She had about a couple braids she needed to do. So we get back and she pulls it all over and finished completes her hair. And then she started taking out her hair. I'm like, oh wow, do her own hair, like. But these women, they change their hair so much. I mean, and they got these hairdos that take forever and a day.
But I could do my own now. My daughter's still paying money to do hers.
Right, because my baby ain't gonna do no hair. She used to be a hairdresser for what, 20, 30 years?
Yeah, but I mean, I still would pay people to do mine, but I don't know more because I like to do it too often. That costs too much money to be doing 300, 200. So I just do it myself now.
I have so much to say. If I wasn't in the gym.
Oh, really? Who said that?
Oh, my boy Twin is online. What up, Twin?
Okay. But so this is a really important topic, listening without fixing, because
that is true.
It's stress reducing when you learn to listen to someone without fixing. And it's stress reducing to both of you, because one reason that a lot of people come to counseling is because they are overwhelmed. And the reason why a lot of people are overwhelmed is because they're taking on everybody's problems. And I'm like, when you take on other people's problem, you don't necessarily help them. What you do is that you help them come to you, learn to come to you to try to take over their problem.
Who you telling?
Right. Or you teach them how to come to you because you're going to fix it for them instead of them learning how to fix it for themselves. You help people, and this is not even me making this up. This is the science. So there's a theory called motivational interviewing. It's by Dr. Glasser. He spent 50 years or so writing and developing this theory, and a lot of people have improved it. So the theory says that people do what they hear themselves say. People do what they say. People listen to their own words. Their brain hears what they say and not what you say. Just because you say something, it's a lecture. When they say it, that's when it really helps them. That's what really helps them. So if anything, when you're being a listening ear and you help a person make sense about something, not because you tell them, but because you give them light feedback and they correct what they're saying, that's what they believe. That's what helps them. But because you tell them what to do, that does not help them. That helps them learn how to come to you to get you to fix a problem. Right. That doesn't help them learn how to be better overall. So that's what people should know. Just because you give somebody an answer, the answer does not mean that you help them. Now, you may help yourself because you're the type of person that needs to be needed.
Right.
And so you keep trying to be someone that gives people answers because you need to be needed. You need to feel needed. Did you understand that when I say that, what that means?
Right.
Like some people need to feel needed.
Right.
So when everybody come to them, when people come to them, it helps them, and then they end up mad and irritated and what's the word? Overwhelmed because they're taking on everybody's stuff. But that's a choice you make. You make a choice to take on other people's things. So anyway, just remember.
Grace Holden. Okay, let me go to comments.
Go ahead.
All right, Twin said, what's up? Laugh out loud, my same style forever. She said, I keep my same style forever.
Oh, really?
That's a great said. Then Mary Williams said, I need this because I have a situation now with a loved one.
Thank you, Mary. Yeah. That's why a lot of people do come, because it be loved ones that they trying to rescue.
Then we have Grace Holden says, you can't fix everything. Be a good listener. However, some people don't realize they are traumatized themselves just by listening.
Yes, sometimes you can, and sometimes it's okay to tell people. I know a therapist, or I know how to get in touch with a therapist. Here's their number. I am overstimulated. I get overstimulated now. So that gets on Herman's nerves sometimes because I say, I can't hear this right now. I just finished work.
Mhm.
But so that is true for some people. Some people get overstimulated. And so when you start listening to people's stuff, it can traumatize you depending on what you have been through.
And then it says, Donna says, Grace, that was a very true statement.
Yes.
Mary Williams rescued someone.
Yeah.
And then Kenneth Wynn said, Superman dash woman. Superman dash superwoman. So
right.
Right.
So remember, it is stress reducing to you and them when you don't overly rescue. Now, does that mean you should never help people or give people advice? That does not mean that. That means that you need to limit it. Right. That does not mean never do it. That just means that don't do it all the time.
Limit how much you give yourself to people.
Right.
You know, that's your time. That's your sanity. You know, somebody called me, they'd be like, you know, I used to take a lot of that feedback myself and listen to a lot of people's issue. Now I'm like, you know, I kind of limit myself because I'm not trying to, but a lot of that stuff I'm gonna bring in my household, you know. And if you listen to a lot of that stuff, you'll end up bringing that stuff in your household, which you want to keep that stuff away.
Yes. One client told me yesterday, he said, when people start telling him that, he goes sit in his car. He said, because he don't want to invite that spirit in his house. When people start telling him certain stuff,
right.
He said he don't invite this. He does not invite those spirits into his home. So he goes sit outside. And they say, why are you sitting in your car? He said, because I'm not inviting these things into my home.
Right.
Exactly. This negative drama. So yes, it is okay. There are people like me who get paid, and we are a professional at listening and helping people figure out ways to solve their own problems. That is what we do for a living. So it's okay for you to tell people, hey, I know this therapist, or I know a company, however you got Medicaid, Medicare, what kind of insurance you have. I know, you know, you can go through Growth Therapy, MD Live, you can go through Headway, and you can find you a therapist. I'm not one. You know, and they could help you create, you know, a plan for success, but that's not what I do. So I'm cheating you if I do that. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, I mean, you could like maybe give you the wrong stuff. You know, you need somebody to talk to somebody that's professional with that stuff. You know,
right?
You're trying to avoid that conversation. You know, hey, Janice Jones.
So that listening without fixing is a really important skill to keep you from being overwhelmed, to keep you from attaching yourself to people's problems, for you to not over rescue. And like I said, a lot of times over rescuing is not something that you're doing for someone else. You are over rescuing because sometimes you may have felt like no one came to save you. So you go to save everyone. That's sometimes the stem of over rescuing. Right. You were in a situation when you were young and no one came to rescue you. So now you keep trying to rescue everybody. But guess what? You end up on life support. Where you keep trying to rescue people, you can end up on life support. We're Mary, we're trying to start group therapy back. But the issue with group therapy now, which I need to really stay on top of it, is that, man, people are so used to being online that it's hard to get people to come back to group therapy. I'm willing to do group therapy.
Well, how about a Zoom?
I think that's what we should do. We should do a Zoom, and then we also do it in person. And some people can come in person and other people can come in Zoom. I need to stay on top of it.
Well, we can take a survey on who will come in person, who will come in Zoom. Because if we have a more large base of a Zoom group therapy where we can have our cameras on, we can look at each other, maybe that could be the right way. And then once we get that established, we can go into
in person. And then some people could be in person and some people could be on the Zoom. You know, you could do both.
Right.
At the same time.
Absolutely. If we have any signups for in person.
Right. You can be there, and then you could also do the Zoom at the same. You could also do the Zoom at the same time. Some people do that actually. So anyway, so that's important. So then you could basically in a relationship also, you could find different ways to create emotional safety. Create emotional safety. What does that sound like? When you hear that, what did you think about, Herman? When you think create emotional safety?
Create emotional safety. Hell, I just got out the doghouse not too long ago.
God, you
Yeah,
wasn't really
I
in the
just got
dog.
out the doghouse. If that's not the doghouse, I hate to tell you what the doghouse is.
Duh.
So I believe myself. I just got out the doghouse recently. So
Whatever,
creating
man. You did
emotional,
not get out the doghouse. You wasn't in the doghouse.
creating emotional safety is, to me, what that means is listening. Even giving your part, have them listen as well. Sometimes you gotta, you just gotta figure out how your partner's gonna listen to you
Yeah.
and create how they listen. Like Dr. Butterfly, she's on the phone all day long talking to clients. And some days I know she don't want to be bothered. So I had to say,
Some days I'm overstimulated. Thank you.
overstimulated. And,
Yeah.
she always want to be touching me or holding me or hugging or something like that. But sometimes I can be quiet, And a lot of times I don't feel like talking either because, I want to be quiet. And sometimes she just want to talk because she's listening so much all day long to everybody else. Nobody's here to listen to her except for me. And that's my job, is to listen to her. But some days she'll go on and talk forever, don't want to say anything, and I just lend in my ear. And sometimes she's talking about something, sometimes she ain't talking about nothing, and I'll still listen and give her my support. Sometimes I need you to do these honey-do lists. Like I don't have nothing to do. I need you
And I'm big on honey-do lists. I know that.
I got to go chop a tree down here in a minute. I'll band-aid up, bandage up and stuff, so.
I do be wanting stuff done. I ain't gonna lie. That is me. I be wanting it done yesterday. Like when I got my swing, I wanted that swing put it right away. And that's when Herman will pop up. He'll get up and do the stuff that I want him to do. And I really appreciate that. I want you to know that because I really be wanting it done. And I know sometimes it'd be unreasonable for me to want it done immediately. But I do really be wanting it done.
So that's no voices start raising and like, baby, stop.
Yeah.
Watch when the voices start raising.
Twin said something. Can you read it?
All right, Twin, what did you say, my brother? Emotional safety to me is not getting your feelings involved to the point that it affects you or them negatively. It's much easier said than done. I can agree with you, but it's much easier said than done. Donna Starr, I had to set up boundaries, define what you will and will not tolerate to protect your emotional, physical, and your mental well-being.
And that's true, Donna. And I even in boundaries, even when I set boundaries, I have to also go back and sometimes reevaluate the boundaries. Yeah, because I know like we with the show, for instance, we had that show, we was walking and it became negative, and I was like, well, I just don't want to do that. But then that's why I developed now this more positive show where we're talking about creating positive skills. So sometimes you even have to adjust the boundary and you have to say, well, let me do what I can. Maybe there's another way for me to think about it. But it is important to have boundaries. One thing I do to help my clients set good boundaries is, what do you want? I know it sounds really simple, but get to what you want. What is it that you want? And when you get to that, then a lot of times you can curve, what do I got to do to get this? What do I got to do to have what I want? If I want a peaceful, go ahead, babe.
We're about to come to a closing.
We're about to come to a closing. Thank you everybody for their comments. Thank you, Grace. Thank you, Donna.
On this right here, on this.
It's on there. Thank you.
No. To this topic, you have something.
Okay, I don't really have a closing because that's this. We wasn't done with the topic.
We'll continue tomorrow.
But hold on, we'll continue with it tomorrow. But I will share what some stuff online what I wrote. This is free for y'all, so take it. If you have someone who you're in a relationship with or building relationships, and it can be your kid. It doesn't have to be a partner. Use some of these skills, practice, and then send me a DM, and then we'll converse about it. Okay, but yeah, let me see. Yeah, I didn't have any ending because that wasn't the last thing was the last one was daily stress. Today's lesson was the daily stress reducing conversation, and it starts with emotional support. How can I support you? Is a good way. Rather than negative, am I good enough? Am I doing enough? You go with, how can I support you? How can I support the relationship? What can I do to help support the relationship right now? Right. What is something that I could do to help support the relationship? And then the second one was listening without fixing. And then the third one was just creating emotional safe spaces. And we'll learn more about that.
So that was a recap. Okay, we're going to be back on this tomorrow. If she has time later, we might do a dance. We might do some dancing, some Chicago Stephanie. If she doesn't have 9 o'clock, she does.
No, I do got a 9 o'clock. I got a whole busy day.
All right. So we will not do any stuff, but let's go into our prayer and thank you all for joining us. We love y'all and we appreciate y'all for coming. Lord Jesus, thank you for having everybody who tuned in to watch us. Please give them what they need today to get by today, this week, this month, this lifetime. Please help them, be with them in their lives and guide them. If I can just change one person from self-harm, if I can just help one person from being alone, from being sad, and you put a smile on somebody's face, that is what we're here to do. If we can help reach somebody through Dr. Shanette's therapy give back, it's what we call this. Thank you, Lord. We just want to say thank you. You are the greatest of the greats, the best of the best, the most beautiful of the beautiful, and the only God, the Most High. Amen. We love you. Have a wonderful day.
Spotlight bright on Texas, on the dance on tonight, on the dance. Welcome to Houston, where the step of shine. Yeah. Every smooth move got perfect time. And July 31st, the city's on.